Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today, my name is Esther. Okay, today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook story time video. In which title is "I Saw Love and Lost." I hope you guys enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Let's get into the video. September 14, 2013, approximately 9 p.m. in the evening, my mom walked into my room, touching various objects. She just stopped and looked at me and said, "Oh, Esther, you don't want to resume to that school?" I was like, "Mom, you don't mean what you just said." She was like, "Yeah, I want you to actually meet new people, live where you're staying." She just made those explanations. I was like, "Oh my God, Mom." Naturally, I was someone that was very shy, and then my mom asking me to leave the school to another place was like, what the hell is that? I just told her, "You know what, Mom, I know you want the best for me, but no, 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 I'm not gonna change my school." Just like, okay, just do what you like. I actually wanted the best for you, just do what you like. So the following morning was Monday. I woke up very early, had my bath, dressed up, really cute, and then took time to make my hair, my face. What could a 15-year-old ask for? I was very happy, so I just jumped into the classroom after everything. I got into the classroom, most of my friends has already taken their favorite spot, which is the back seats, and then the class was so occupied that most people, it was kind of like they were avoiding the front seat. But then they've all filled everywhere. Then the only seat that was remaining was only one, and it was at the front. So I did not have any choice. I just went there, sat down, placed my bag on the table, and sat down. And I was looking at everywhere, everything, what has changed, what has not changed. And I was like, oh my God, I could not even imagine what my mom said last night. Anyway, I just waved that aside, and then I was looking. Few minutes later, a guy, not so tall, looking very neat and handsome, just walked in. And I was like, oh, this guy is very handsome. But the face was very new, so I was like, okay, this guy is new. Then, while I was wondering and thinking and wishing a lot of things in my head, like, wow, this guy is so new and so neat. How could someone be this handsome? I just felt the chair moved very close to me, and I was wondering what was happening. To my surprise, since my seat was the only seat that was remaining, I was the only one occupying it. The guy sat next to me. Me being a very shy person, I was like, "Oh, this guy is sitting next to me, and he's handsome, cute, and neat." My mind started wandering. You know that. Now I had to calm myself down because I was about to explode. Explode for two things, I was as shy as fuck, and the new boy is sitting close to me. The word new, I don't like meeting new people because that was something I did not really like. Because I don't know, I was always scared of them. So as if all those paparazzi was not enough, the boy just looked close to me and was like, "Hey, hello, I'm David, but my friends call me Dave. What's your name?" I coughed. Okay, he's talking to me. He's talking to me. He's talking to me. Okay, and then I came myself like, okay, my name is Esther. Well, then it was like, "Oh, your name is Esther. Hey, Esther, what a nice name. Nice to meet you." He stretched out his hand for an handshake. I timidly received it. I was like, "Okay, my name is Esther." After a few weeks of getting to know who Dave was, I started to discover a few things. Like, my idea of meeting new people was actually wrong, because in Dave's perspective, he was someone that you can be very comfortable to be with, funny and everything. So I was like, wow, so meeting new people couldn't be as hard as that. But I still had my internal conflict in me, which was a bit of shyness, and kind of like just trusting new people like that, because it was something that was very hard to deal with. I think that actually came from the fact that my mom trusted my dad so much, and then that man still left her alone, and I was with her, so I witnessed it all, and it was having a kind of effect on me. Few weeks later, Dave and I grew so used to each other that we did almost everything together. We did our assignment together, we sat down together in classes. We we were just so used to each other. But I was still asking myself that how did that happen? But Dave was someone that actually made you comfortable when you are with him. So it was the kind of person that you would actually want to be with. So I was very comfortable. One thing for a fact was that I was so careful not to mention his name at home because in Nigeria where I stay, you don't just call home and announce to your parent that mom, I have a male friend, is my best friend. Is your mom is going to give you a dirty slap. It's just like that. That's the way African friends are. That's where we are. So I was so very careful not to mention his name at home. So for Dave and I, obviously, mom mustn't know. So my routine became wake up, greet mom, eat, leave earlier than usual, do my chores. That's all. So my mom was like, "Oh, this girl is actually punctual," but to me, it was for another reason. Leaving earlier than usual actually buy me some time to spend more with Dave, and I felt I was on top of the world. Funny enough, neither that Dave or no I said anything about each other's feelings. We just knew kind of like, okay, I like this guy. Okay, he likes me, but he's not saying it. Yeah. Other girls won't let me have the Mr. Handsome attention to myself without having to poke their nose into the relationship. So, there was a girl named Janet who would always come anytime Dave and I were sitting together and be like, Dave, I don't understand this thing. Can you come and teach me? And they would be like, okay, give me some few seconds, I'll join you. Then in my heart, deep down, will be boiling up like, are you crazy? Why is it now? Why would you come now? Can't you see it's busy? So that kept going on and on and on and on. And then to me, it was kind of feeling like they were taking David away from me, you know, because I did not really feel my dad when I was growing up. So seeing that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to allow any other person take David away from me. And then these girls will always show up. So it was getting on my nerve, and I was like getting crazy. Then good for me, David could see that I was getting jealous of something, and it was not the kind of person that used to that would hide his feeling at times. So he just walked up to me and said, okay, Esther, I know you're kind of feeling jealous of this. And then I was like, oh my god, you were noticing, which was actually correct. And then he asked me, I was like, would you be my girlfriend? And I was like, yes, 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 yes. So like that, it was like that. And then I agreed to be his girlfriend, and then we were together officially. Now it was time for me to protect what I had. And around that time, Dave's popularity grew times two because girls will always come to me and like, David, help me explain this. David, I don't understand this. David, help me explain this. And then I'll be boiling with jealousy, but I'll be like, let me just explain it. I try to tell myself, but I'm not really saying it. So I tried to talk Dave into it, like the way he's going out with these girls, like I don't really like it. And he'll be like, well, I'm just trying to explain something to them. Nothing is going on between us. David was kind of person that doesn't take things that seriously as it's meant to be. The way it was for me, I was like, we need to take this thing seriously. Girls are trying to take you away from me. But it was like, no, 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 no. Don't worry. I'm still for you. All this kind of assurance that was put in my mind at ease for a minute. And then one day, Dave showed up and was like, Esther, we need to talk about something. I was like, oh, what do we want to talk about? And then it was like, okay. When he actually said we need to talk about something, I started thinking of a lot of things that what is going to happen. Is he ready for a breakup? Am I too much of a burden to him? I was thinking, and overthinking. Then we actually met at the corridor of the class, and Dave said, Esther, I will be moving away for some time because my dad got an emergency message for him to resume in another hospital tomorrow. I know this will be very shocking, but I'm very sorry. It's shocking to me too, and there's really nothing I can do about it. After I finished his words, I started crying. I was like, oh my god, finally, I'm definitely losing him. He hugged me and I was like, no, 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 we should not break up. We should continue with the relationship. And was like, oh, Esther, I still love you. So let's continue with the relationship. And yes, we continued, we're dating when it was still away. But I was this kind of jealous person. So once I called David once and David did not pick his call, I'm like, why did you pick your call? What's going on? This. I'll start overthinking. Maybe it's with another girl, maybe it's this. And it just got to a point that I could not take it again. I just had to send David text message that David, um it's over between us. I was being forward, so I just like, no, I can't do this anymore, David, just go your way and I'll be fine by myself, because I was trying to avoid what happened between my mom and my dad. I was trying to avoid that kind of incident to happen. David was like, Esther, why? Why? But then he later accepted it and was like, okay, okay. Then he left me with a message and told me that, Esther, you should trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you would be able to trust other people. And he gave me a message, and that message rang straight in my heart, and I was like, wow. Which means I did not trust myself enough to trust other people. And that was how I lost someone that truly cared and truly loved me. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, for listening, watching to my story. As always, don't forget to subscribe.